Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you on how to create a Java program using the JDK. So the JDK stands for the Java Development Kit, and we also need the Eclipse IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So the two software are needed to create our Java program. So let's get started. So we will download the JDK by writing JDK download. Then I suggest that you are going to choose the Java SE 8 archive downloads, the JDK 8U202 and early year. It is owned by Oracle. So in this page, you are going to scroll down and look for your operating system. It can be Linux, it can be Mac, it can be Solaris, and it can be Windows. In this Windows, we have to select either 32-bit or 64-bit. So depending on your system type. So to check your system type, you go to the File Explorer, then click the this PC or right click the this PC, then Properties, then you will see here the system type 64-bit. So therefore, in my case, I'm going to choose the Windows 64-bit. So this is the JDK for Windows 64-bit. So click this. This is the JDK that executable. Okay, you have to click this square, this box. I reviewed and accept the Oracle Binary Code License Agreement for the Java SE platform product. So this is a standard edition wherein it is compatible with other software like Eclipse. So you click the download. Okay, you will be prompted of this page, Oracle account sign in. So if you are not yet signed in or if you don't have an account yet, so you just click create. So in my case, so I have my own. So I'll just type my password. Then click sign in. So as you can see, the JDK is downloading. And then you have to wait for several seconds or minutes. So after downloading, you just open your File Explorer, then Downloads, then you will see here your downloaded file, the JDK. So you have to double click this. Okay, click next. Then you can change the location. So the default location is local C program files. Then we have the folder, the Java. Then another folder, the JDK 1.8. So if you want to change the location, you just click this change. But if you don't like, if there's no problem of the default location, you just simply click yes or another rather the next. Okay, close. So we already done installing our JDK. So let's see the file of our JDK. So local C, system C, then go to the program files. Okay, then we have the Java. So Java folder. Then we have the JDK. Then we have the JRE. So as I already mentioned, earlier that JDK is very important, or this software is used to compile or run your Java program. Okay, next, we need to have another software for us to create our Java. So this software is used to write our Java. So open a browser, then write the Eclipse download. Then in here, you're going to select Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So because this is the one that we are going to use, the Eclipse IDE for Java, because we are using the Java programming language. And then in here, I suggest that you're going to choose the older version. Then we are going to select the Photon. So I suggest that we are going to use or download the older one, because the older one is more lighter compared to the latest version. So click Photon. Then you select the first one, the R packages. So we have Eclipse IDE Photon packages. So it is depending on your need. So you can have Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers, Eclipse IDE for Java developers, Eclipse IDE for Eclipse commuters, Eclipse IDE for CC++ developers, Eclipse IDE for Java and DSL developers, Eclipse IDE for PHP developers, Eclipse IDE for JavaScript and web developers, if you want to develop a website, Eclipse IDE for RCP and RAP developers, Eclipse modeling, Eclipse IDE, and many more. So I suggest that we are going to use the Eclipse IDE for Java developers, because we are using the Java programming language. So in here, we are going to select the Windows if our operating system is Windows. Mac OS if your computer or laptop is using Mac OS, and Linux. So in my case, I am using Windows, so I'll download the Windows. So it can be 64-bit or 32-bit. So if your JDK is 64-bit, so you have to have this Eclipse also is 64-bit. So if your JDK is 32-bit, so you have to select this 32-bit so that they will be compatible. So you just click this one. So actually, I already downloaded my Eclipse IDE nga Photon. So I don't need to download. So let's go to the downloads. Okay. So this is already the downloaded Photon Eclipse. So you just right click, kay naka-zip siya, naka-compress. So you just click extract zip para makita nato ng unod siya. So you double click. So this is it. Next is that in order for you to locate your Eclipse easily, we are going to create a folder in our local disk D using our family name. Okay, new folder. Then we are going to use our family name. Then Java, Java JDK, and Eclipse. Photon. Okay, so we are going to copy our Java from our from program files. Okay, so we are going to copy this and save, paste here. So in order that JDK and Eclipse will work, put them together in one folder. Okay, so these files are intended for JDK. Next, we are going to copy all the files of our Eclipse. Okay, copy all, then copy and paste in our folder, new folder. Okay, paste over here. So we need to combine the files of the JDK and the Eclipse button. So they are already combined. Let's see if it is working. Then you can see here Eclipse with this logo. So you just double click. Okay, this is our Eclipse environment. So the Photon was created last June 2018. So in here, you are suggested that you are going to create your Eclipse workspace at local C plus or local C disk. So to change the location, you just click browse, and then we are going to create another folder to our local disk D. So I suggest that we are going to put our files in local disk D so that we will not touch anything in the local C, because the files in the local C are very important. So in here in local disk D, we are going to create another folder. How do yan? Then we have underscore Eclipse. Okay, Photon. So everything that we are creating will be saved in the local D, then in the folder, our family name, then we have Eclipse Photon, so that we can easily look for our files if we are going to use or if we are going to view our Java files. So launch. So this is a welcome page of our Eclipse Photon. So we can have we can choose everything here. Like for example, if you're going to directly create a hello world application, something like that. But as beginners, we are going to create our class from the very basic. Okay, from the very beginning. So we are going to click the welcome page. So to create our Java file, you just click File, and then click New, then click Project. So first, we are going to create project. So like for example, we name our project with our family name. Okay, so use an extension environment JRE. It's already installed in our system. Then the default location of our project would be in our folder Java JDK and Eclipse Photon. So everything here will be as is. So then click next, then finish. Okay. So in here we have the folder Howdian. So then next is that we are going to create our class, our Java program. So right click. Okay, you double click, then you have seen there the SRC, it stands for source. Then right click, this is where we are going to save our Java class. So click new, then we are going to create our class. Okay, click class. Okay, so the source folder would be Howdian, yung folder na to. Then sa folder ng Howdian, we have the SRC, the source. Isang source. So it means this is the location of our Java class. So we name our Java class, like for example, with our first name, then hello. Then we are going to click public static void main so that this line will appear in our environment, in our working page. I mean. Okay, Rita underscore hello, you will be prompted of these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So the first line is the public class Rita underscore hello. So the Rita underscore hello is the class name. This is the name of your program. This is the name of your class. And it is followed by the open brace. So this open brace has a partner, which is the close brace over here, and another open brace here, and its partner would be the close brace. So every time you use the open brace, it should be followed by the close brace. It means that there is an opening and there is a closing. So in this case, let me show you on how to display the content of our class. Like for example, we are going to display the name, the line, I mean, hello, then your first name. So to display the content of our class, we are going to write system that out that print line followed by open close parenthesis, and this is where we are going to write the content of our class. So then we have the uh, double quotations, the open and close quotations. Then we are going to write here hello, then your first name. Okay, that's it. So as you can see, the words inside in the parentheses and quotations will be the words to these words will be displayed later on. So then we will end this line with semicolon. Okay, as you can see, there's no error because we could not see any red over here at the left side of the lines. And then if it is really a working class, we need to run or compile. That is using the JDK. So we are going to click this, the run button, and then this is the class name. Then click OK. Okay, as you can see here, we have the hello Rita. So it means the content of our class is Hello Rita. So like for example, if you're going to change Kamusta ka? Okay, Kamusta ka? Then click Run and let's see if it is working. Okay, it's still working. Kamusta ka? So if you're going to add more lines, so you're going to copy this line, the system.out.print, then over here, and so kamusta ka? Then let's say we have to type Rita. Then one again. Okay. The class name is already selected. Then click OK. Then you have here the output. Kamusta ka, Rita? Okay, that's all. So I think and I'm sure that you learned something from this video. Thank you so much.